Hello to my beautiful knights and queens of the world. You already know who this is, Mr. Who? Royal Diamond, aka Mr.RoyalNieves, coming back at you with another what? Phenomenal video. So let's get into it. So my topic today is going to be about how to empower yourself so you don't feel helpless or weak or feel like you're a victim in a lot of things in your life. You get what I'm saying? The way you empower yourself is when you take a moment back from what's going on and really assert the situation, really digest what's going on, so then you can better prepare yourself to operate out of logic and not out of emotion. Because when you operate out of emotion, you basically cloud your better judgment. You know what I'm saying? That's why some people regret taking action too soon, because they operated out of the wrong facility within themselves, if you want to say. So when you empower yourself, it's basically not feeling like you're better than someone or trying to like tear someone down, but really operating out of peace and maturity and wisdom. You get what I'm saying? Understanding that if you're in a situation and someone is stirring your emotions, your patience, your want to kind of bring out the old you have to really take, you got to be like, okay, I see the situation is not going in the direction we're going, because now we're operating out of frustration and anger, and now we're just gonna end up screaming. So it's better to agree to disagree and come back at this when we are cool, level headed. You know what I'm saying? So that's one way you empower yourself. Another way is when you really pray about these things and let God guide you through the emotion, the process of really understanding someone and really coming together to have a common ground solution. Like, okay, now and this is for everybody to understand. You have to mature in order to have crucial confrontational conversations, when it comes to about like your life, where you're going, the relationship, the friendship, what you're looking for, what you want out of. You only know that when you have clarity exactly what you want out of your life, out of your friendship, out of your relationship. If you do not know, then it's hard for you to really identify what exactly you're looking for in that relationship. We need to understand as people that we are humans. We are people. We are not toys. We don't use people for money. We don't use people for things or this is a convenient. We don't put people in boxes and we like, let me play with the little doll because it's time to play, and then put it away when you all said and done. We don't treat people like that, because what goes around comes around. How you treat others is how you will be treated in your future self. You know what I'm saying? So you find ways to empower yourself when you do not allow other people to dictate your emotion, your reaction, your understanding. You understand what I'm telling you? So this is basically what I mean. You have to come back after it's all said and done. You come back and really begin to digest. You know what I'm saying? If this is someone that you already know, like this is someone you already know, then you should already know by this point how they operate, what's going on, and finding a solution within yourself to approach the situation. So that way nobody comes like blow for blow, but actually coming out of love. There's a lot of friendship and relationship, they are destroyed out of pettiness. Like who's right, who's wrong, you did this, you did that. But no, when you confront a person, right, based on whatever happened in the relationship or in the situation, what's going on, and you admit you're wrong. You get what I'm saying? You admit like, oh, I'm sorry because I realized I shouldn't have done that. I should have took time to talk to you about this. I should have did that. I should have did that. You brought your part. You left it at the plate. It's at the table. If that person come back and be like, and they really are genuine about preserving the relationship, helping it grow, then they will also be like, yeah, you absolutely right. Like I was wrong too. I should have never did this. I should have. Don't lose a good friend over pettiness. You know what I'm saying? Don't lose valuable people because you don't know how to handle people yet. You don't know how to conversate. You don't know how to articulate what you need to say in order to get the result you both want out of the relationship or the situation. You know what I'm saying? So you empower yourself by taking time to understand yourself, understand the situation, understand the other person. You empower yourself by not allowing nobody to dictate how you should respond or feel or what necessary action you should take. You do that on your own accord, based off you talking it over with God, understanding what can you do to make it better. And this is for both parties, because it takes two to make a relationship work. Because if someone's coming into the relationship or friendship or the situation giving their honest all, but you're like whatever, then that's when you determine what you're going to do next. You know what I'm saying? And empowering yourself is also learning when to let go, learning when to preserve your energy, and learning when to take action. You know what I'm saying? Not everything needs your opinion, your action taking, or your reflection, or your explanation. You get what I'm saying? So you have to identify how you will address certain things if they continue to occur, or it just happen once in a blue. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to make sure that you are demonstrating what you want out of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? So if you two come to an agreement, or come to an agreement, but you keep acting differently than what you vow to change, then that's a whole different other topic. That's when you have to decide: do you really want to continue this toxic relationship or friendship with this person because they're not putting value on what you're saying? It's all about them. Then that basically becomes, that's on them. They're dealing with some deeper issues, deeper problem. Has nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? And empowering yourself, also learning when to give people space so they can heal and grow. You know what I'm saying? Still kind of once in a blue you check up on them, but understanding that it's not our responsibility to heal someone or force someone to become something that they're not ready to become. Everybody's on their own healing journey. You know, you don't know where people at, or where, you know what I'm saying? That's what you got to understand, and this is why it's so important. You have to understand who they are, and that's why it's important to have clear communication. And you know, and sometimes people are afraid to be like, yeah, I'm hurting, yeah, I was lost for a moment, yeah, I'm sorry that I responded like this. You know, when you start taking more accountability and responsibility for your part, the more you become more mature, the more you become attractive to people wanting to be in a friendship or relationship, or people looking for you, or kind of like want you in their life, because you are someone who is able to identify your wrongs, admit when you're wrong, and take action to help progress the situation into a better light, into a better destination. You get what I'm saying? So you have to find different ways that will empower you in your specific way as well. Identifying what will empower you, because sometimes depending if you are mature enough to handle a confrontational conversation, or if you're someone who's shy, or you're someone who just don't like confrontation, or you're just someone who just, you know, sometimes you have to step up, because you can't just let things slide and thinking it's going to resolve itself. You have to pray about it, give it to God, depending on the situation. You know, do anything you can do, by all means, you know, and really coming together. We need to understand that we cannot just discard people willy-nilly, because it all depends how the situation may be. You know what I'm saying? So don't lose someone valuable and precious because you're too prideful or arrogant to admit what you're wrong or to do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's so important to learn how to empower yourself to handle these things in your life. And not only that, learning how to talk to co-workers, learning how to talk to managers, really being mature. A lot of people get into jobs and they're afraid to really have a transparent conversation with a manager, because now they look at it as an authoritative figure. Coming back to my other video, that child-minded mentality, kind of like, oh, you know, because you're operating out of fear, thinking, oh, you're gonna get in trouble if you're being honest, if you're being transparent, if you're trying to figure out a solution to make everything work. But this comes from empowering yourself on how to address certain people, certain situations. But with that being said, I love you. God bless you. I thank you. Comment, like, and subscribe, share. You already know, take the world by storm. Until my next video, peace.